Welcome to the Tarot Games preview. This first game that we're going to go over is called Split Path, and this is a free preview game for the Tarot Games course. This is for one person, and all you need is a tarot deck. Are you curious about what making a different choice could have looked like? What that different path might have drawn you towards if you had just taken that other job, lived in a different place, chose a different roommate, or maybe even said yes to that date you said no to? There's a lot of places in our life where we choose different things, and this is a game to help you engage with that other path of what could have been. So, we're going to pull cards to glimpse into a different option. So, this is me spreading out my tarot cloth, and I like to feel out for the intuitively guided cards that are drawn to me. So, the first card I pull that I put in the center represents where my state of mind was when I had to make this choice. I'm going to pull two more cards towards the left, and those are going to represent what path we did take where we are today. And then on the right, we're going to pull three cards that will show what it could have looked like on this alternative journey. Following that path through, we're going to end with a card that represents who that other person, who that other self would be. So these cards on the right are leading to this alternative self. For this example, I drew the Emperor. So I'm going to just sit with it and see how that makes me feel. And these two cards on the left represent our current situation. Then we're going to spread out our cards again with a new shuffle and have the card that represents this alternative self in the center, the Emperor for me. And we're going to ask our other self a couple of questions. What could we have learned in this alternative journey? And I'm just going to speak directly to that person and turn again to the cards to find out what she would have offered me as an answer. So this is me asking three questions and getting three answers. And in the end, that is a choice that I did not make. So we're going to respect and thank that self for what they had to offer us in the questions we asked them. And I like to end with just sitting with that energy. In this example, what that emperor could have represented to me. Think about those answers that I offered myself as the emperor and just sit with it, whether good or bad, no matter what you drew. There's always something to turn away and grow from. So at this time, I like to sit at the end and just linger with it. And I pull out some crystals personally, and I kind of make a small altar for the day so that I can thank this alternative self. It's kind of like a parallel universe, a la Gwyneth Paltrow in Sliding Doors, or the recent movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's recognizing that there are so many different sides to us, and they are all have a story to tell. And with tarot, we're able to slip into these different selves and enjoy the benefits of learning from those paths from ourselves. We're our own teachers. So, again, at the end, I leave out that card, I set up an altar for the day, and I clear the space. I use this beautiful spray called Inner Peace, and I just let it wash over the card, myself, and just give me some cleansing energy to let go of this alternative path that has been a question for me. And I use the here clear quartz to communicate with my spirit guide of myself and to cleanse from any self negative talk that I might dive into based on what the card was. Another crystal that you might have is an amethyst to rethink your life and to help you shed confusion that might shade what your actual destiny is. It's about finding the wisdom and the truth in what that offered you and moving forward. And throughout the tarot games, it's going to be really fun because you'll meet other players, and the other players are all going to be you. They're different versions of you guiding you forward, beckoning you towards your own modern mystic self. So if you join now, you can become a founding player today. And what's really fun about that is as a founding player, that means you're one of the first people to have taken the course, to have played with these games, because I've never shared them anywhere else. And in future courses, when I open up this opportunity to people again, you'll have access to all those new games for free. So, this is a wonderful way to get started with tarot games, step out of yourself, try different ways to interact with cards, and it's just going to be fun. It's going to break down inhibitions, take away the preciousness. Sometimes I've felt with tarot cards of thinking I had to have all the answers, thinking I had to understand every single thing before I could read a spread for myself or for someone else, and just letting those go and trusting that the first instinct, the first intuitive hit, the first understanding, the first takeaway that you have from the cards that you see, that you draw, are specifically guided to be your answers. So it's about trusting your intuition, building your confidence, and connecting to the answers you're seeking from within anytime.